Hope you enjoy everyone. Thanks for watching. This is Someone I was getting my review on Dragon Ball Super episode 60. Hey, this episode was one of my favorites overall because this was about a lot of character development, especially between Goku and Krillin. Like Krillin, no, he's not the strongest person on Earth. That is still Goku. But he's the strongest human. That's a good thing. But however, he's not as like Goku. This whole thing is about Krillin accepting part of himself to embrace his warrior side to feel like his own self again. That's what this arc is all about. And I really like this because it had character development. And one of the things they did, was make Krillin face his fears overall. Like she has them go on this errand to find this thing called the Paradise Plant. And so they go to this cave. Apparently, it's called the Forest of Terror, where your memories, your foes, as things that you faced in the past come back and haunt you. But it's pretty interesting when you see it. You get to see old Vegeta, old Vegeta. Back when he first showed up, Nappa, Tambourine, Cell, Demon Piccolo, Frieza, Majin Buu. One of the funny parts is they actually had Bulma as one of the enemies. He's like, boom. That's one of the biggest funny jokes ever, However, Krillin, he has to face his fears, overall, and to accept this. But he knows that he's not as strong as Goku. He can never be as strong as Goku. I mean, Goku fought par with a god. So Krillin, obviously, he won't. See, he's not able to reach that level. But he has to know he can't just sit aside and do nothing and accept his fear. We even get to see 18, his wife, just watching on, holding Mary in his arms, seeing how he faces his fear, and seeing how his husband is she wants her husband out of this. I mean, sure she may have called him all those things, like a chicken and coward or whatever, and he's doing this for them, but she's worried she may have pushed him into this, I mean, this is just a test. That's for him. We even get to see Fortune Teller Baba again. I mean, and she goes around telling Roshi about the 10 million Zen-oh, Baba is all about money, we even get to see some other Dragon Ball classics, like for example, Flying Nimbus, Solar Flare, Now we even get to see Raditz. Raditz, that's a face we haven't seen in Dragon Balls in a long time. Raditz, and he was one of the biggest enemies they fought. That's when they first learned about the Saiyans and everything. And Krillin is facing his fear. I mean, all of these opponents are people that he's fought before. But however, they either killed him or ever got the best of him. Like for example, there was the Burro who used his spit to turn them into stone. I mean, in the Ginyu Force, they took him and Gohan apart until Goku who showed up. I mean, how Frieza, Tambourine, and Frieza, Tambourine. They both killed him, and he was also killed twice by Majin Buu. Another time, Majin Buu turned him into a chocolate and ate him, He's literally has to face his fear. But one of the things that I liked is that Goku was the one who figured it out. Like, for example, when he first went Super Saiyan 3, we haven't seen that in a while, he noticed that they were getting bigger. However, he starts to channel his energy in a different way. Like, he looks at them and he notices that fighting may not be the answer. So he calms down, calms his energy, decides not to fight, and poof, they're gone, He figures this out right away. Hey, however, Krillin, all about his fear and not facing them, the more he rejects the idea of it, the more they're going to come after him, and that's the problem with Krillin. He has to embrace his fear. He can't just ignore this. And Goku even thinks that it's too dangerous to even use his energy and stuff, so he uses Flying Nimbus, I really like that we saw Flying Nimbus again. I haven't seen it in a long time in Dragon Ball Z. I think the only other time we saw him, was that Goten was riding him, and this was before, the World Tournament arc and dealing with Majin Buu, That was the last time we ever saw him in canon, And Solar Flare, so many shoutouts. I was seeing all this, However, Krillin, he eventually does this. He knows that he can't just, avoid this forever. He has to get stronger. I mean, he's not going to be as strong as Goku, but he knows he has to get stronger and face his fear. Otherwise, he's going to be like this forever. He can't just run away. He is a martial artist. However, he also said that he's not going to artist for himself. He's gonna be be for his daughter, for Marin, his wife 18, This is all a test, And Krillin, he eventually figured it out, and eventually they went through it. One of the things I gotta notice is that how they put Super Shenron, as in the Dragon of Dragons, from the Super Dragon Balls, and they made him like the final bad guy in the episode, you know. They made him Krillin eventually figures it out. We even get to see him, Eventually, Goku, they work together. They use double Kamehameha. They work together, combining their energies. We even get to see him use Destructo Disc in this episode. All classic moves: Destructo Disc, Solar Flare. He embracing his warrior side, because this is all about, because his energy, he hasn't trained for a while, it's about his clearing his mind and his body. That's what Roshi was trying to teach him. As a monk, your energy must become one. Your mind and body must become one to channel your energy and use it. That's one of the things I liked. I like that overall. Character development. We even get to see that Roshi, bribing them, just lying about the plant, making them stronger. He didn't bought the plant just to help them. He bought it just for himself. How he eats the plant, saying with this I'll be around for a long time, like 1,000 years. And Baba just makes fun of him and asks for where's my 10 million. And he said, are they really related? I really enjoyed this episode because it was a change of pace, because this was for Krillin, because they really need character development for some of the side characters on the side, like a lot of characters, they're trying to bring back development for some of the side characters. I mean, they did that before with Yamcha. They brought him back, made him like a hero. That episode, they gave Gohan 2 episodes, brought back Great Saiyaman, and they have him training again with Piccolo. And now there's this, Krillin. Who else are gonna do Tien, Chaozu? I hope they do, but unfortunately, we're not gonna get that. Now we're gonna go into the Universal Survival arc, where Goku looks like he's gonna meet Zen-oh-sama, the king of everything. Well, there's 2 Zen-oh-samas now. And now it looks like they're going to begin the Universal tournament arc, where we get to see all the gods of destruction. We get to see the Elephant God, the Clown God. You heard me right, the Clown God. Especially if you didn't know about this leaking outside. A pink elephant, play on Ganesh, There's another one, that looks like Calm one that's wearing a robe. I mean, they all have their angels. They have their versions of Whis and Vados, No, it's gonna be very great. I can't wait to see how that works. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I'm sorry for making this out so late. I was just because this is the opening weekend for Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side Dimension. I'm so pumped for the movie. My friend Dylan already did a video on it. Go to his channel. There's a spoiler-free video as well as a review. Go check it out as best you can. And I hope you enjoyed. Next watch, and this is so nice game. Review on Dragon Ball Super, episode 76. I'm out. Peace. Bye.